that doesn't mean that I don't want people to come for me. That doesn't mean that she's necessarily the most interesting person.
If your life for the last 2 years has been you're on the biggest tour of all time, it's understandable to me that the world becomes smaller, or at least like your lens on the world becomes smaller.
Mm-hmm.
She's not writing songs about like, hey, what happens after we die?
Mm-hmm.
I leave that to other people. Her as a prism and a lens into the world is interesting and is worth reflecting on. But then when she has songs like Canceled, you kind of go, wow, that's the only thing you know right now. You don't really know anything else. Do you fault her for that?
I think that's like one main takeaway for me on this album. She is the most successful, pop star, songwriter. What records hasn't she broken? But that doesn't mean that I don't want people to come for me. That doesn't mean that she's necessarily the most interesting person. And I say that in the sense of like what she has to say about things that have been mined time and time again. Yeah. It doesn't mean that those thoughts are going to be said in a way that maybe pleases us or that feels fresh. Much of this record is about, finally, my prince came and found me. My life was nothing without him, even though I'm the most successful powerhouse businesswoman. That's what I feel disappointed by. But I find that's my personal lens where I have to step back and say, like you said, you want a driveway with the basketball net.
Got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball.
Does that relate to me? Do I relate to that anymore? Does that excite me? Do I find that really fresh and engaging material to kind of, chat about or engage with? No, I don't. But maybe that is where you are and that is who you are. And this is an inevitable album. It feels like this is maybe who you've always been and wanted to be. And I have to kind of take my personal perspective aside and be like, that's just who you are. I can't expect you to have more to say than that.